One starry night, Peppa Pig sat by her bedroom window, gazing up at the sparkling sky. She looked at the moon hanging brightly and wondered what space looks like close up. Suddenly, a soft humming noise filled the room. When Peppa turned around, there stood Roborani, her kindly robot friend, in a shiny silver spaceship. Roborani cheerfully asked Peppa how she'd like to visit every single planet in the solar system. Peppa jumped up and down with excitement, clapping her hooves and eagerly agreeing to the adventure. With a press of a button, the spaceship whooshed into the vast galaxy, and Peppa's space adventure began. The spaceship zipped closer to the big bright sun, its golden glow filling the cabin. Peppa exclaimed in awe at the sun's huge and bright presence, wondering if it was a planet. Roborani laughed and explained that the sun is a star, a fiery ball of gas, providing heat and light to the solar system. Peppa giggled, realizing how important the sun is, remarking that without it, they'd be very cold piggies. Zooming away from the sun, the spaceship reached a small gray planet, Mercury. Peppa observed that Mercury looked a lot like the moon, noting its lack of air, water, and its crater-covered surface. Roborani nodded, explaining that Mercury is the closest planet to the sun and orbits it faster than any other planet. Peppa squealed with excitement, comparing Mercury's speed to a roller coaster. Peppa admired Venus from afar, noting its beauty and wondering why it was so cloudy. Roborani explained that the clouds were made of poisonous gas and that Venus was even hotter than Mercury. Peppa fanned herself and decided to enjoy Venus from inside the spaceship. As the spaceship passed by Earth, Peppa squealed with joy, recognizing her home planet. She cheered, appreciating Earth's land, water, and friends, and even imagined George playing with his toys below. Roborani agreed, noting how special Earth truly is. Next, they arrived at a dusty red planet, Mars. Peppa put on a big suit before stepping out. "Mars feels like one giant red desert," she said, shuffling her boots in the sand. "Can anyone live here?" Peppa wondered aloud. Roborani replied that not yet, but scientists think we might live on Mars one day. They're still figuring it out. Peppa beamed. "Maybe I'll be the first pig on Mars," she exclaimed. Peppa gasped as they neared Jupiter. "Jupiter is huge," she exclaimed, her eyes wide with awe at the massive planet. Roborani explained, "That's right, Peppa. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system, and that red spot is a giant storm that's been raging for hundreds of years." Peppa's eyes went wide with surprise. "Hundreds of years? I'm glad we don't have storms that big at home," she remarked, imagining the chaos such a storm would bring to Earth. As they arrived at Saturn, Peppa gasped in delight, captivated by the planet's elegant rings and majestic presence. As Peppa gazed at Saturn, she asked, "Saturn has rings. Are they made of candy?" Roborani chuckled, explaining, "Not candy, ice and rock, but they sure are beautiful." Peppa stared out the window, mesmerized, and remarked, "It's like a planet wearing a tutu." The spaceship then floated to a pale blue-green planet, Uranus. Peppa giggled, wondering, why does Uranus look like it's lying on its side? Roborani explained, "That's because Uranus spins differently from the other planets. It's tilted." Peppa laughed, imagining, "It looks like it's rolling over for a nap." Finally, they reached the furthest planet from the sun, a deep blue world, Neptune. "Neptune looks like an icy ocean," Peppa thought, wrapping her space blanket around her. "Why does it look so windy?" Roborani explained, "It has the strongest winds in the solar system. Brr, it's freezing out here." Peppa hugged her blanket tighter, thinking, "I think I prefer sunny Earth." After visiting all the planets, Roborani turned the spaceship around. "Peppa, that's the end of our journey. What did you learn?" Peppa clapped her hands, thinking, "Each planet is so different and special. I can't wait to tell George everything about space." As the spaceship landed safely back home, Peppa waved goodbye to Roborani and ran inside to share her amazing adventure with her family. And from that day on, Peppa loved space even more, because among the planets, there's truly no place like home.